Welcome back to Fix It with Feng Shui Q&A. Did you enjoy the Feng Shui for Love social series where we took a look at the bedrooms of viewers and then I shared with you what they were doing well in their room so you could do the same thing, what cures they needed to add, and you could apply them in your bedroom as well. So those were the 3 previous episodes. If you haven't checked them out, definitely worth a watch. If you have, let me know in the comments below. Do you like when you can see visuals of other people's spaces? What more do you want to learn? Ask away, and I'll be sure to include those things on future episodes so that you can get your Feng Shui questions answered. So I had a couple questions, so I'm going to combine it into a response today. So we're going to focus on what happens if the energy of your home is stuck in the past. I got asked a question about antique mirrors and if it's a good idea to use them, and I'm going to cover antiques in general as well. So first and foremost, what we need to take a look at and understand is that different parts of our home represents our past, present, and future. Did you know this? Your past is represented in the basement of your home, if you have one, or in the front yard of your home as well. Your present is represented on the main floor of your home, and then in your yard, it's the middle third of your home, or middle third of your yard, which is usually kind of your home. And then the future is represented on any upper floor that you have in your home, and also then in your backyard or your patio off the back of your home if you're in an apartment condo. So we have this like layering of past, present, future, right, on the different levels of your home. And when we have a layering of the front third of your kind of the whole yard is the past, the middle third is the present, and the back third is the future. Sometimes the home is in the future, sometimes the home is in the past. You'll have to take a look, but this energetically impacts, if we're stuck in the past, and that's what we're talking about today. And so you can be really stuck in the past if your home is filled with mementos that are of your life past that no longer reflect where it is you want to go. Like if you're still living kind of in those glory days, but you've made no room or space for what is to come. It's not about getting rid of all of the things from your past, but it's about being selective of what you choose to keep. Because if everything is chock full of things from your past, what happens is there's no room for energy to flow through that. So I guess asked a lot of times of what do I do if I've left a relationship or with something long term? What do I do with the things? And I always say keep the things that remind you of what you loved about the person and what you loved about the experience. Let go of everything else. Because if you're looking to invite something new into your life, we need to let go of some of that past energy in order for there to be room for some new energy to come in. And so when we're looking at a home, we're really going down the basement and saying like, what of this needs to go because it's stuck in the past, but also how cluttered is our basement area overall, not even with just like mementos of the past, but overall. And if it's chock full of stuff, your past is really impacting the energetic flow in your home. So get in there, do the golden rule of decluttering. Do I love it? Do I use it? And let some things go so that past doesn't keep presenting itself in your present or impacting the energy of your present because of how much it's clogging up the energy flow. If we're looking at your yard, the front third of your yard, if there's a bunch of dead things, if it's not very beautiful, if you need to do some cleanup, make that happen as well. Okay, the other thing that can tend to kind of keep us stuck in the past is when we take a look at using antiques. There's a lot of different viewpoints on antiques in Feng Shui. I personally have no issue with antiques. If you find something that you love, you want to use it. If you look behind me, this is something that was from my grandparents ran the general store in the country out of their home. So my grandmother took care of the store. And this is what they used, these metal things fold down where the receipts were for their customers. So it's fairly antique, right? And so I have no problem having it in my home. It's very meaningful to me and I think that's important. Or if it's something beautiful that you picked up that you love, that's just fine. One of my daughters has all antique furniture in her bedroom. She just loves it all. But what do? Well, with anything that comes into your home, and this is even new furniture, you want to do a space clearing of it because anybody who's touched it, anybody who's had it, has left an energetic sort of mark on it. And so you want to make sure that you just clean up that energy. And so how do you do that? Well, depending on what it is, you can use this, like some sort of kind of essential oils. So sometimes I just do a sage bundle where I burn around it because you don't necessarily want to put oils on wood. So you can do that. I'll put like a bowl of Epsom salts in the drawers. I'll give it a good like kind of wipe down with the intention of any stuck, stagnant, negative energy leaving the space. Sometimes I'll leave things out in the sun to let the sunlight cleanse them. So just, you have to be safe with whatever type of antique it is, but you want to do some sort of cleansing to that, just to create that flow of energy. And it's really with anything new coming into your home, right? Because anybody who's been in any part of anything that they built, an energetic kind of imprint gets left on it, right? So you just want to clean it up. So I would say that antiques are totally fine. Just make sure you clean up the energy of them. If you have something that doesn't feel right, trust that. And sometimes it's time to let something go. So just recognizing that you don't want to be stuck with something that isn't feeling as you want it to be. So letting go of the energy of the past is letting go of anything that doesn't serve you from your past anymore, that goes beyond just having a memento or a thought. And a lot of times we think that our memories are in the item, but they're not. They're within you. You don't really need the item to trigger the memory. So being very open about what you really need to keep and what you don't. Going into your basement if you have one, letting go of things that no longer serve you, whether they're kind of from your past or whether they're just current and you don't need them, to get that energy flowing so that our past isn't stalling out our present and then negatively impacting our future. So that's how you don't get stuck in the past in your home, and then cleaning that front third of your yard. When we take a look at the present, that is the main floor of your home. So just making sure you're decluttering that, making sure there's enough room for energy to flow so things aren't chock full of things. There's not a ton of clutter, because if you want new energy to flow in, there has to be room. Like cupboards should only be 50 to 70% full. Like there should be space for the energy to flow. You don't want countertops to be all full of things. Like if things are chock full, there's no room. So doing some decluttering there. And then taking a look at your future. What are the upper levels of your home like? Or what is your backyard or your back deck area like? Cleaning that up with the intention of the things that you're wanting to create in your life. So your home and your yard effectively represent your past, present, and future. So if you take a moment right now and think about it, what's the energy like? What's the energy like in your past in those areas of your home and yard? What's the energy like in the present, in your home and in the middle third of your yard? And what is the energy like for the future? What do those upper levels look like? And what does that back third of your yard look like? And recognize that whatever is there or whatever isn't there is impacting the energy, either in a positive or negative way. So if we want to get the energy flowing, we have to clean up past, present, and future in order to create more of what it is you truly want. So let me know in the comments, what area do you need to work on? If it's time to get Feng Shuiing in the present, the Feng Shuiing 123 guidebook is an ebook and supplemental training videos that will help you quickly and easily Feng Shui the main floor of your home. I'll put the link in the comments below. You can go to my website, jillfa.com, and check that out, but that is definitely where you want to begin. So let me know, what area do you need to work on in your space, the past, the present, or the future? Let's get the energy flowing so that you can have more of what it is you truly want come into your life.